9 foods you should never eat on your cruise ships. Here's why. Did you know that what you eat on a cruise could actually ruin your vacation? Imagine indulging in a delicious-looking meal, only to find yourself regretting it hours later. There are certain foods on cruise ships that can leave you feeling miserable. And trust me, you want to avoid them. Number 1. Scrambled eggs in the buffet. If you've ever dug into a plate of scrambled eggs at the buffet and immediately regretted it, you're not alone. Many cruise lines use powdered eggs for mass production. The result? A watery, runny texture and a flavor that leaves you guessing if it's even egg at all. The sad truth is, powdered eggs can create a fake taste that's nothing like the real thing. Instead of diving into the buffet scramble, head over to the breakfast station where freshly made omelets are served. You'll get a fluffier, tastier experience, and most importantly, you can choose your ingredients, making it a much more satisfying option. Trust me, it's worth skipping the buffet eggs and waiting for the fresh, perfectly made version. Number 2. Cruise buffet bacon. Let's talk about bacon. Who doesn't love a crispy strip of bacon to kickstart the day? Unfortunately, buffet bacon on cruises is often a letdown. It's usually overcooked, thin, and clumped together in a greasy mess. By the time it's served, it's lost all its flavor and texture. That crispy, salty goodness you crave? Not happening at the buffet. So, what's the fix? Skip the buffet bacon entirely and opt for carved ham. Or, better yet, head to the main dining room for a fresh breakfast plate. The bacon served there is usually cooked to perfection, crispy, savory, and far more satisfying than what you'll find at the buffet. Number 3. Buffet sushi. Sushi on a cruise? Sounds tempting, but there's a catch. Sushi left out in the buffet for too long can quickly lose its freshness and flavor. The rice starts to harden, and the fish becomes less appetizing, which isn't what you want when you're craving a bite of sushi. Plus, we all know that sushi relies heavily on freshness, so eating something that's been sitting in a buffet for hours isn't exactly the best choice. If you're a sushi lover, you're better off heading to a dedicated sushi station or grabbing some right when the buffet opens. Sushi that's made fresh in front of you is always the safer option. And let's face it, it just tastes better. Number 4. Hamburgers in the buffet. Buffet hamburgers can be hit or miss, and more often than not, they're the latter. These burgers typically sit in a greasy pile or dry out under heat lamps. The buns become soggy, the patty loses its juiciness, and you're left with something that's more cardboard than satisfying. It's a major letdown when you're looking forward to a hearty meal. So, what's the solution? Skip the buffet burgers and look for freshly made ones from grills or casual dining restaurants. Around the ship, you'll get a burger that's hot, juicy, and much more enjoyable. Plus, you can usually customize your toppings, making it a much better experience overall. Number 5. Self-serve soft ice cream. Self-serve ice cream, a cruise classic. But if you're cruising with kids or in a crowded area, these machines can be surprisingly unhygienic. Think about it. So many hands touching the levers, and who knows how clean the machine is after hours of use. The ice cream might be tasty, but the thought of germs might make you hesitate before taking that first scoop. Instead, go for the crew-served ice cream stations. These are not only more hygienic, but the staff typically serves fresher, better quality ice cream. You'll avoid the mess, and more importantly, the germs. Plus, there's something a little more satisfying about having your ice cream served to you by someone else. Number 6. Condiments. Left at the buffet table. It's easy to overlook, but those condiment bottles sitting at the buffet table can be a hidden germ trap. Think about how many people touch them throughout the day, and it's not always the cleanest situation. Those ketchup, mustard, and mayo bottles may look innocent, but they're likely being handled by dozens of different hands. And that's just the start of it. If you're looking for cleaner options, don't hesitate to ask a crew member for fresh condiments or ones that have just been replaced. Not only will this ensure a cleaner, safer experience, but you'll also get a more flavorful meal with fresher condiments. It's a small adjustment, but one that can make a big difference when it comes to food safety. Number 7. Spicy foods or bean-based dishes. Cruises are all about relaxation, right? So, why risk an upset stomach by diving into spicy foods or heavy bean-based dishes. Sure, they may sound like a delicious option at first, but trust me, you don't want to be dealing with digestive issues when you're heading out to explore a new port of call. The last thing you need is a stomachache or worse, a full-blown upset stomach that keeps you in bed all day. If you're on a port day, try to avoid the super spicy curries or bean-heavy meals. While they might be tempting at the buffet, they could leave you feeling uncomfortable and sluggish, not to mention the potential for indigestion. Stick to lighter options like salads, grilled fish, or chicken, things that won't leave you doubled over in discomfort. Number 8. Free coffee in the buffet. Coffee lovers, this one's for you. We've all been there. You're groggily walking to the buffet in the morning, desperate for a caffeine fix, only to be met with a sad, watered-down cup of coffee. The free coffee offered at buffets on many cruises is notorious for being weak and lacking any real flavor. It's often more watery than rich and bold. And if you're a true coffee aficionado, it's a big letdown. The solution? Upgrade. Instead of settling for the bland coffee at the buffet, treat yourself to a specialty coffee at one of the cafes on board. Whether it's a fresh espresso, cappuccino, or even a flavored latte, you'll get a much better cup of coffee. It's a small extra cost that will make your mornings on the ship so much more enjoyable. Number 9. Drink of the day. When you're cruising, you're often bombarded with offers for the drink of the day, a colorful, sugary cocktail that's meant to be fun and refreshing. But here's the thing. While these drinks may look tempting, they're usually watered down and loaded with sugar, which means they can leave you feeling sluggish and even a little sick if you drink too many. Plus, the high-calorie content might leave you feeling bloated or hungover the next day. If you're looking for something refreshing, try sticking to a simple mixed drink with fewer sugary ingredients. You can also ask the bartender for a cocktail with more natural ingredients or less sugar. Or, if you're trying to keep things light, water with a splash of lime or mint can be just as refreshing and much healthier. There you have it. 9 foods and drinks to avoid during your cruise, all aimed at keeping you healthy, energized, and, most importantly, able to fully enjoy your time on board. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of the cruise buffet, but being mindful of what you eat can make a huge difference in how you feel throughout the trip. The best part? You now know exactly what to look out for next time you're at the buffet or cruising around the ship. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment and share this with your fellow cruisers so they can avoid these mistakes too. Safe travels!